What's up, YouTube? Back again with my third video. Damn, today was a wild day. This is gonna be a shorter video. I just want to pretty much go over what I did today and talk about a little bit of what I saw today, plus kind of what I'm expecting next week. So it's gonna be a short video. So essentially, two things today. Let's change this to the hourly. I kind of cleaned up my chart a bit. I realized I didn't need a bunch of this shit that I had on here. So anyway, so two things that we had. Oh, let me see. Actually, I think it'll be easier to see here. Okay, so we had this gap that has been here forever that I've been talking about for the last couple days, right? Like from 771 and to close the gap would be 845. We were messing around down here. So the last couple days I've been looking for longs to eventually come up. It's been pretty wild, but today, man, let me see, where does today start? Friday. All right here. I guess technically Thursday. So let's go Thursday at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m. So we started the day here. So originally, for me, like I told you guys, I kind of like to see where we're sitting at price-wise before we open up. So when we opened, I was thinking longs, like I told you guys right away. We were, when we opened, where were we? Right here. 632-ish, right? Or no, I'm looking at the wrong time. I'm sorry. 5, here we go. So around 670, or sorry, 678 we opened up around. I remember I caught a long at 680. But as soon as it opened at 3 o'clock Pacific, that's where I'm from, California, I set a long right away. And I was just being too, it went up pretty good. But I don't know. I just did it. I was looking at it too short of a time frame. And in my head, I was just too emotional. Like I had a plan. I had I knew what I wanted to do. And I just didn't stick to it. So I got in at a long at 680. And I think I closed it for like almost $200. You know what I mean? And that was it. And I closed it. My plan, which I should have stuck to, was to hold it until, one, the beginning of the gap, but two, have another take profit to close the gap. Because if I would have done that, that would have been 680 to 770, let's just say. That's almost 100 points from just holding it from open. You know what I mean? Which would have hit, I don't know, what time is this? At 11 p.m. that night, or maybe a little before, whatever time this is right here. At 6, so a couple hours later it would have hit. And I would have, I usually go in with 5 MNQ, but I would have had $800-900 day. Didn't do that. Closed my trade early with 200 points. Just kind of let it go. Overnight, in this little consolidation area right in here, after we made our move, I guess this whole little thing, man, I just got too emotional. I was like, damn, we finally got up to here. I was like, okay, now we're gonna crash. I think, or I got in a long, so I'm like, okay, we made this giant move up. It's gonna continue, and we're gonna go and hit this. So I got in a long with more cons. I think I did more than usual. You know how it goes. I did 10 MNQ, right? And next thing you know, we start going down. So I'm at a loss for, I don't know, $400, $500, $600 now. After making $200. Close that trade, right? And then I'm like, okay, it's probably going to retrace back down a little bit more. So I try and catch the falling knife. I enter the short, and sure enough, it starts going back up. Just making bonehead plays, and the same thing as what I said before. I don't know why I have these on, actually. I'm sorry. But pretty much what I said before was, let me check something, actually. Okay. But pretty much what I said before was, because I'm chasing that dollar amount and I'm trying to like pass a combine with, that's what I'm actively doing. I'm chasing like 3,000, 3,000, 52,000, like I'm only thinking about the money when I'm not thinking about a good trade. My first trade was a good trade, but I got too emotional with it. You know what I mean? Because I was watching it, I didn't just trust what I wanted to do. I only took a little $200 and then I closed it down when I should have just left it open, because that's usually what I do. Once I like see where we're at and I have a plan for open, I kind of just let it rock and roll. Um, didn't do that. Point is, I got too emotional in this area. I got way too emotional. I was trying to long and short. Moral of the story is I ended up down $1,300 for the day after being up like $200. I ended up down $1,300, and I think in my account I had about $1,100 left until I blew the account. So pretty much, I think that I pretty much went in with 10 MNQ, so that's like one NQ, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave this open, and whatever happens happens, which is retarded. It's dumb. But that's just how emotional I started to get. Because in my head, I'm like, damn, I almost passed this account. Now I'm down a lot because I'm making bonehead plays. It's dumb, but I was like, I'd rather just let it do what it does. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to get another account anyway, which is dumb. Like, I need to stop doing that because I want to stop wasting money. And two, I actually want to like stick to like kind of what I'm doing because it works. Like, I've passed multiple accounts, and like even this account, I'm up doing what I'm doing, even though I still don't have a solid basis and this and that. It's working for me. The psychological part is what's messing me up. So moral of the story is, I think I eventually caught this crazy move up for the day here, which ended up filling this gap. So I think, I got in at like 30 or 20, 720, 730, somewhere down here, maybe. I don't know. 730, I want to say. No, it was 750. Super high. And I just rode that thing up, made back my 1,300. Actually, I think I even closed that a little before. I made like 1,000. I'm like, I don't mind being down $300, right? Then we continued up, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get back in. Of course, I did it somewhere up here, or I don't remember. Point is, I ended up losing. This whole morning, I had a battle of like scalping, which I don't like scalping. I'm not a scalper. I pretty much had a scalping battle going on this morning. Oh, let me make a quick 100 here, another 115 here. Oh, I lost 200, but let me close this. Like, you know what I mean? Point is, let me show you the day. I ended up with a total of minus $37. So I have my balance at 52,000, pretty much 400, kind of exactly where I left off. And I figured, man, that's a good day. I brought it back from being negative 1,300, doing stupid things. You know what I mean? And it was a wild day. I know a lot of people lost today. Damn, I might have to. It says my best day profit. Anyway, so we're ending the week at 2,367 for a week, which is pretty solid. We won 3 days, we lost 2 days, 19 trades today. Like, I don't ever do that. Look how most of my day is 2, 1, 5, 5. I don't trade a lot, and I just went crazy. I brought it back today, which I guess is pretty good. Might have to figure out how much I have to make now to pass the account and not be over my 30%, but we'll figure it out. So that's just pretty much what happened today. It was a wild day. I know a lot of people got burnt. Actually, I don't even know if you guys can see this. I might have to do something like this. I'm not too sure. Let me see. Maybe move it over here. I have a widescreen monitor. Like, it's really long. So I notice when I'm recording, it doesn't quite capture everything. I'm gonna figure out a way to fix it, and like I said, up the quality over time. But here we are. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's my week right there. But yeah, I want to make this video a little shorter, so that's it. At the end of the day, we had this crazy sell-off, which I kind of expected it. We did have like an opening gap somewhere. Let me see if I can find it real fast. It was like in the 600s. It's kind of hard to see, but we had another like a opening. Oh, right here. Right. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me turn the sessions off real quick. Boom. So right here, right, we had a gap from when it closed to when it opened the following day. We had a huge, not like, I mean, pretty decently sized gap, 632 to 666. So like a 30-point gap, filled them both in one day. Filled that higher gap that we had looked at in the beginning of the video, and then it closed that gap all in one day. Like I know so many people got burnt today, so at least I made it out. Almost blew my account, but we got another week, and hopefully next month, which is next week, is better. I hear for trading, December and January are the hardest months to trade. So at least we made it through, and hopefully we can pass this next week and get to another funded account. Be my fifth or sixth one legit doing it on my own. So yeah, that's it today, guys. I'll be back next week, and hopefully over the weekend I'll look up some things to make this at least a little better quality. Just overall making these videos a little bit easier. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.